Iran, one of the world's oldest civilizations, has existed with its current borders for nearly 500 years. Over the centuries, it has clashed with nearly every global superpower, including the Romans, Arabs, Mongols, Turks, Russians, and the British. The reason for these conflicts stems from Iran's strategic location. It sits at a crucial crossroads between Europe, Africa, and Asia. Today, Iran shares borders with 7 countries: Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Turkmenistan to the east, Iraq, Turkey, Armenia, and Azerbaijan to the west. Moreover, it has access to 3 bodies of water: the Caspian Sea to the north, and the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman to the south. One of Iran's most significant geopolitical assets is the Strait of Hormuz, located on its southern coast. Around 20% of the world's oil and gas passes through this narrow waterway. Since 1970, 7 islands near the strait have been under Iran's control, although the UAE had previously held them. Likewise, Iran has control over Ashura Island in the Caspian Sea. For over 40 years, Iran has been a major concern for Western powers, not just because of its military strength, but also due to the fact that its geography makes it incredibly difficult to conquer. In this article, we'll explore how Iran's geography, history, and proxy wars have made it one of the most powerful and resilient countries in the world. Iran's geographic advantages are crucial to understanding its defense strategy. To the south and west, the Zagros mountain range stretches from the Persian Gulf to Iraq and Turkey. These mountains provide a formidable natural barrier that protects Iran from invasion. The rough, rocky terrain is nearly impossible to cross, making it a major advantage during wartime. For example, during the Iran-Iraq War in 1980, Saddam Hussein's forces aimed to capture Khuzestan, hoping to weaken Iran's revolutionary government. However, after 2 years of fighting, Iraq's army only managed to reach Khuzestan, unable to cross the Zagros Mountains. Eventually, Iranian forces counterattacked and pushed deep into Iraq. Iran's 2,500-kilometer-long coastline is another critical defense asset. Divided between the Caspian Sea, the Persian Gulf, and the Gulf of Oman, Bandar Abbas, Iran's largest seaport, is located just 70 kilometers from the Strait of Hormuz. This choke point is vital for the global economy because 15% of the world's energy supply passes through it. If Iran were to block this strait, it could cripple global energy markets, making this one of Iran's strongest geopolitical tools. While Iran's geography provides natural defenses, its geopolitical strategy also plays a crucial role in maintaining its power. Iran's population of nearly 90 million is predominantly Shia Muslim, with 62% being Persian, 16% Azeri, and 10% Kurdish. Before the 1979 revolution, Iran was a liberal country and a key U.S. ally in the region. At that time, Iran even had diplomatic relations with Israel, and the U.S. supplied Iran with military jets. However, everything changed after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, led by Ayatollah Khomeini. One of Khomeini's first moves was to sever all ties with Israel, declaring it Iran's primary enemy. The Iranian government also cut off diplomatic relations with the U.S., and support for Israel shifted to backing Palestinian resistance groups. This shift in Iran's foreign policy had a profound impact on its relations with the West and the Arab world. Arab states, particularly the monarchies in the Gulf, became alarmed by Iran's revolutionary ideology. In 1980, several Arab countries supported Saddam Hussein in launching an invasion of Iran to curb the spread of its revolution. Realizing that it needed to extend its influence to survive, Iran began supporting various anti-Israel and anti-Western groups across the Middle East. These included Hamas in Palestine, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and the Houthis in Yemen. This network, known as the Axis of Resistance, has allowed Iran to project power far beyond its borders, creating a buffer zone of influence stretching from Lebanon to Yemen. This strategy has effectively deterred attacks on Iran, as any aggression toward the country could trigger retaliation from one of these proxy groups. In addition to its proxy warfare strategy, Iran has invested heavily in drone and missile technology. In recent years, Iran has supplied drones to its allies across the region. For example, in January 2024, Houthi rebels used Iranian-made drones to attack container ships passing through the Red Sea. One of these drones, costing around $20,000, was shot down by a French missile defense system that cost $1 million, highlighting the low-cost, high-impact nature of Iran's drone warfare strategy. According to a 2022 report by U.S. Central Command, Iran has the largest and most advanced ballistic missile arsenal in the Middle East. These missiles can hit targets up to 2,000 kilometers away, putting much of the region, including Israel and American bases, within Iran's range. Iran's missile and drone capabilities, combined with its proxy networks, give it a significant military advantage despite its relatively small economy. Western sanctions have severely impacted Iran's economy, but the country has adapted by developing indigenous military technology and leveraging its strategic geographic position. Despite decades of sanctions and international isolation, Iran remains one of the most powerful countries in the Middle East. Its combination of natural defenses, strategic location, and sophisticated proxy warfare strategy has made it an unpredictable force on the global stage. Iran controls two of the world's most important choke points, the Strait of Hormuz and Bab el-Mandeb, giving it immense geopolitical leverage. As the global balance of power shifts, with countries like Russia and China providing unofficial support to Iran, the question remains, how will Iran navigate the increasing pressure from Israel, the U.S., and the Arab states? Can it withstand a potential military confrontation? Or will it continue to rely on its proxy networks and strategic geography to maintain its position? Only time will tell how Iran's unique blend of geography, history, and military strategy will shape its future role in the world. If you like, please subscribe and share my YouTube video and comment for next video topic.